Hello, my beautiful friends. Gabe here from drumbeatsonline.com. And today, I'm teaching you some epic licks that you need to know in your drumming. But what the heck are drum licks? Well, simply put, they're sticking patterns that you can apply to your beats and fills that can add a lot of creativity and versatility to your playing overall. And by the way, I've always wanted to be in a comic book, so like this video if you're a comic book fan like me. Okay, let's jump into it. So let's start off with the first beginner lick, if you will, which is right, left, kick. So it's just this 3-note sticking pattern. Now typically I try to set a standard for how I apply these sticking patterns on the kit, and then I build from there. So the standard for me is just to play the sticking pattern on the snare drum as 16th notes. So this is gonna be a little bit unique because it's a pattern of 3 played as 16th notes, but if we were to play it on the snare drum and the kick, it would sound like this. All right, so once you've established the feel of the sticking pattern by playing it the standard way, it's time to start experimenting and exploring with it a little bit by moving your dominant hand around the kit. Now after your dominant hand has done some exploring, you can also explore with the subdivision. So for example, in the beginning we were playing this as 16th notes, but now we can start to play it as triplets, whether that's 8th note triplets or 16th note triplets. So now let's hear what that sounds like. And if we played it all together and put it in a musical context, it would sound like this. Now before we get into my absolute favorite sticking pattern that I use for everything, I wanted to tell you about my free course. It's called The Drummer's Guide to Getting Unstuck, and it is dedicated to helping drummers get out of their drumming ruts. So many of us feel so stuck behind the kit, like we're not making progress, and that's because we are in a drumming rut. This free 6-part course will help you know how to find your own drumming path so that you can make constant progress and feel confidence on the drum set. If you want it totally for free, click right up here and I will send you the first lesson and then all the other lessons. Okay. Can we keep it? The second lick that every drummer should know that is the next step up from beginner is right, left, left, kick. Unless you're left-handed, then it's left, right, right, kick. Love to the left-handed players. So full disclosure, this is actually one of my favorite licks of all time, and it's made its way into so many different elements of my playing because it's very versatile for a few different reasons. One, that first note, that's an accented note, gives you a lot of power on any downbeat, which I think is great. Then the 2 doubles, whether that's your left hand or your right hand, are played as ghost notes, which add dynamics to the lick overall. Then finally, ending on a kick allows your hands to move around the kit in a ton of different ways that can just set you up to play some really cool things. So what can we do with this lick? Well, first and foremost, let's just play it as 16th notes and get familiar with it. After we've got nice and comfortable with right, left kick as 16th notes, we can actually shift it to 8th note triplets. So now we're playing a pattern of 4, but as triplets, which are traditionally played as patterns of 3. So this is gonna have that accent moving to unique places around the measure, which is just gonna give a cool, unique sound. And then finally, you can incorporate this lick into fills that you already know. I think sometimes we get really focused on playing a lick that we just keep repeating it over and over and over again for the entire fill. But how about we try just incorporating it? Maybe the first 4 notes of your fill is right, left kick, but then you end it with single strokes, or you end it with a paradiddle type pattern. You can really mix and match this lick and incorporate it into your playing in a bunch of different ways. So now let's just experiment on the kit. We'll start off with right, left kick, but then we'll just see what our brain comes up with on the drum kit. All right, now that we are nice and comfy with right, left kick, it's time to throw it in a song and see it played in a musical context. All right, now let's talk about the advanced lick. Now this is a 7-note sticking pattern that is kick, right, left, kick, right, left. Now, it's advanced in itself just because it is 7 notes long. So we have an odd note grouping, so it doesn't quite fit in evenly with most subdivision. So the accent pattern is going to be moving throughout the measure, which can be hard to keep up with sometimes. But that's what we're here for. We are here to challenge and stretch ourselves. So let's start off by just playing this as 16th notes on the kit to get a feel for what the sticking pattern sounds like. All right, now that we're starting to get the vibe, now let's move it around the kit and hear what it sounds like. And if we played it all together and put it in a musical context, it would sound like this. And finally, we can start combining this sticking pattern with the other sticking patterns that we've learned. The great thing about this is that even though some sticking patterns are advanced and some are a little simpler, they can all work together in harmony to create some really cool licks, some really cool patterns. So now let's get really creative, toss them behind the kit, and hear what they sound like. So which lick was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. And like I said, I have an incredible 6-part free course for you called The Drummer's Guide to Getting Unstuck, which is completely dedicated to helping you make consistent progress on the drum kit. You can get access to that free course right up here. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. Stay true, and I will see you very soon. Bye.